federalism. So we take it really, from my own point of view, is that you need to do two things. One, the system of government, a form of government, we opt for parliamentarianism. Then that Nigeria should be restructured. That the states we have are not true federating units. We don't have federating units in Nigeria. One, the colonial masters, without due consultation with our people, decided to split us into three regions, and carved people who are not contiguous, historically, ethnically, they carved them up into different regions, like the Yoruba people of, present-day Kogi State, who were carved into the northern region, and today are still being regarded as northerners, It was done without their consent, and that was sealed in 1946, the Richard Constitution. Then subsequently, the military, starting from 1967, decided to create 12 states by fiat. 1975 again, created 19 states by fiat, 87 added more, and all down the line, we now have 36 states, being created by fiat without, recourse to the people, and we on our part always anchor our argument on the United Nations Atlantic Charter, according to which, if you read the second clause, according to which you cannot make boundary adjustment without recourse to the people, without doing that in accord with the wishes of the people. Then the third, clause, according to which people have, the right to, inalienable right to self-determination, that is to determine the kind of government, ordinary what sovereign they want to live, and the form of government. So we are very clear, on, and we know the appropriate provisions. Again, we also make recourse to the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Article 19 and 20, also saying the same thing. So we are saying that the minority issues in Nigeria are self-determination issues, and that there are only two approaches that can be used. Peaceful means whereby people will come together, table their demands, then we attempt to arrive at a consensus, right? Or doing it unilaterally. What people have been doing all along is that they've been pursuing this struggle, before Podako. People have been doing it unilaterally, and that's why all these militant groups have been emerging. So we have, a leeway, an opportunity, for me, it's actually the conference is actually an opportunity for, a peaceful revolution. And that's, it's a unique opportunity, given the level of crisis in the country, given, the gamut of problems from different, people, when people die these days, it doesn't mean anything to Nigerians. Even the conference itself, you can see, is under siege. You have DSS, you have civil defense, you have soldiers, heavily armed policemen and everything, out there. That something, that's not how, and that's why some of us also have considered to this kind of conference, because really, the kind of conference we envisage, given the condition in Nigeria, would not have been, we had envisaged one that will involve, mass action at the same time. But now, given the situation, people have accused us of being extremists who do not, want to listen to alternative. And once the president has provided this opportunity, I think it's also for us to grab it. Let people, table their demands.
Comrade Wale,